So, how long are you visiting us for, cousin?
Long enough to remember the culture of the old USA, but I prefer living in Canberra, Australia. It is Australia's best kept secret.
I thought that the city of Geelong was Australia's best kept secret.
That is the city my teacher, Ron Ostrowski, originally hails from. That reminds me. I better read up on organizational cultures for my organization behavior class.
Don't sweat it, cuz. I know someone who knows all about organizational culture. I am studying it as well.
Well, take me to your guru.
The sun is a little too bright. Anyhow, we should meet my educational mentor soon. He is just over there near that tree.
Oh my god, that can't be.
Yes, that is correct, Mr. President. Tony Abbott is now the Prime Minister of Australia. Now, if you will excuse me, I have to talk to a very important person. I thought we should get out of that sun before talking about organizational culture.
I think strong cultures and shared values and beliefs characterize an organizational setting, in which people are committed to one another, and to a sense of mission.
True, but a strong culture does not necessarily meet the needs of a changing environment. In such instances, strong culture can become a liability. By the way, may I ask your visiting cousin how my brilliant brother, Alfie, is doing way over there in Australia?
Fine, I suppose. Happy being his very growth self.
Is it true that organizational culture is the system of shared beliefs and values that develops within an organization and guides behavior?
True, you remarkably brilliant girl. But keep in mind that no two organizational cultures are identical.
Well, excuse me for cutting in. But culture can have a major impact on organizational performance and the quality of work-life experienced by organization members.
Excuse my cousin, is it true that organization's culture is also shaped by its unique characteristics and experiences?
Of course it is. Now there is observable culture. This includes behavioral patterns that a group displays and teaches to new members. Then we have shared values. These are a set of coherent values held by members of the organization and which link them together. Common assumptions are the collection of truths that organizational members share as a result of their joint experiences and which guide values and behaviors.
More brilliance. Now it is important to recognize that organizational culture isn't always uniform or homogeneous. Subcultures are unique patterns of values and philosophies within a group that are not inconsistent with the dominant culture of the larger organization or social system. Strong subcultures are often characteristic of high-performing teams, task forces, and special projects groups.
Subcultures are also linked to educational background, professional identity, and work paradigms.
If I may, organizational values and assumptions are shared, but actions are influenced differently by distinct occupational tasks.
I must be off. I have an appointment with a fire hydrant.
Alfie, wake up. Alfie, good old buddy, you can't sleep here. Matey, you gotta wake up.
When that filthy dog wakes up, take it outside.
Come on, Alfie. You were just telling me that every large organization imports potentially important subcultural groupings when it recruits employees from the larger society.
Yes, different ethnic and gender groups filter and process information about organizational culture differently. This can lead to difficulties for developing and managing an homogeneous organizational culture. Subculture groupings could resist change.
Managers need to determine the appropriate approach to managing cultural diversity.
Alan, is that rude girl speaking?
I believe so, old buddy. Managers need to identify and effectively manage cultural diversity.
Ron students, take note. Ely and Thomas highlight three main paradigms for an organization's level of openness to multiculturalism. 1. Emphasize compliance with equal opportunity legislation.
2. Emphasize gaining access to new and diverse markets by using cultural diversity within the organization.
And 3. Incorporate elements of the previous paradigms, but also seek to connect diverse ethnicity to diverse approaches to work. At the deepest level of organizational culture, there are common understandings known to almost everyone in the corporation. They might say we are different, we are better at.
All that gets blown away too quickly. These shared truths, or common assumptions, often lie dormant until actions violate them.
She is speaking again. Managers need to recognize what can and cannot be changed in the organization's culture. The first step is to recognize the group of managers as a subculture in itself. Senior managers often share common assumptions, such as we are good stewards, or are competent.
Yeah. The organization may have a management philosophy that links key goal-related issues with key collaboration issues to come up with general ways by which to manage.
Now to ethical cultures. Organizations vary in the ethical climates they establish for their members.
When the ethical climate is clear and positive, people know what is expected of them when the inevitable ethical dilemmas occur.
And the culture managers establish and reinforce makes a big difference to the way lower-level personnel act when faced with ethical dilemmas.
This has been exhausting. I need a little kip. Wake me when Ron's lecture is over.
Bizarre. I am so taking my seat.